YouTube. In this video I'm going to tell you about the forever alone type of guy or the forever alone type of girl. And it's kind of interesting actually, because this forever alone typeness can be like divided into these two extremes, where on the other hand there are the forever alone types who like neglect themselves, and because of that reason they are forever alone, like they don't exercise and they don't like eat healthy and they don't really like try anything or try to be better at life in general, the like loser types. And then there are these forever alone types that are like so self-immersed. They look good. They try to like develop themselves like so much, and they are so like self-immersed that they really don't have any like brain cells left for other people. They are too self-immersed. This could be like an Asperger type like trait maybe. And so there are these two extremes, and the reason why these people are like forever alone are kind of like different, but they are kind of like the same in a sense. And you might be forever alone also because of your like tendency to boss people all around, like you like are too imposing and you don't like accept people very easily. People like to be accepted, you know. Or you might be forever alone because you like colors that like are too like over the top. People can't handle you. They like to be dress in colors like brown and gray and like dull red or something like that, and you like these like bright colors like this, and that's the reason why you're forever alone. But really, if you think about it, the problem with being forever a loner is really about you can't come from the sidelines to the center of some group. You cannot like join anything. You are like detached from everything that is. You know, there are these prearranged like groups of people, like for example in school there are these like classes, and the class like it works pretty good. You can make friends in a school type of situation, but then there are also the like forever alone typers in the classes. It's kind of interesting. So you cannot join a group of people and become part of the group. Something like is not like clicking there. So what do you really do? And I'm going to tell you an inspirational story about a guy who was exactly like this. So the guy thought that he is so different, and he was always forever alone, and he had gained some like life experiences that were so out of the norm that he had no way like to like relating to like normal people, like regular people who had gone from school to school and from job to job and all of this. He had no way of relating to these people because he felt that these people had for all their lives lived in like an artificial environment, and this guy was all about like breaking out of the matrix, like being the red pill kind of dude, and he had no way of relating to these people who were all about like the outside culture and the educational system and all of these like systems that had produced this crap. This guy didn't really care. He was more interested in like being the creator, being God. And you could say that people didn't really appreciate it much most of the time. So he tried to form his own group, like he tried to, like, he was the kind of guy who had some coach or talent seeking type of traits in him. He could like seek potential where there was potential in other people, and and every time he like tried to like make friends, he had a vision for the like friend or the human that he was interacting. Like, I have a vision for you. You could be like great, like successful. You could be like the next master artist. Like you could be the next visionary inventor. Like there are these traits in you. Like you have a great voice, and you could like develop this voice, and you could like seek out a voice coach or something. And he would always like pick out these traits that nobody would like, none of the like these regular types would like even notice. That yeah, this girl has a great voice. Like mostly guys like look at this girl's ass and tits and that, and then there's this other guy that notices that this girl has a great voice. Maybe he could be like a YouTuber, or maybe he could be maybe she could like sing or something, use her voice. And then he goes and he introduces himself, and then he says that yeah, you have a great voice, you should like develop yourself in this aspect. And then the girl doesn't really know what to say, because none of the regular people ever like pick out a trait in you and say that yeah, you could like develop this. You have a great sense of color, or you have a great sense of style, or maybe you have you understand about like order of things. Maybe you could be like a manager or something. Mostly people don't look at people like this. They look at it like yeah, he's a great individual. Yeah, probably he can figure it out himself. They don't need any feedback. They don't like give any feedback. So the problem with this kind of thing is of course that you are not really sure. It has to come from inside of the person himself. Like maybe for example me, I have like practiced this English language a lot in these last years. I read a lot in English and all of this, but I don't really like, there are situations that I use this language in the real life and it could be like beneficial, but in a sense nobody has like ever come to me and said that yeah, you could be really good at languages, you know this one language very deeply, so maybe you could like expand your horizons. Have a vision like this for me. But then my vision is on the other hand that maybe I just want to like deepen my understanding of this one language. So that's a problem with having a vision for someone else, because it might not like it might not like fit into their own vision. But then again, most people don't have a vision for their life, or like a grand vision. It's more like the survival level thing, where I go to this school because this job is going to be like great and it suits my personality. I'm the like social type. so this job I'm schooling for is going to be like perfect for me, and then it isn't, or it might be, and then you drop out and you become a forever loner, or you could become a forever loner for example because of your of the like bad choices you made. Like I made this choice to become this like profession. For example, I'm the I have a schooling in like computers. So it's kind of like it's not really my thing anymore. I'm not the type of like the nerd anymore I used to be. And I have like really like struggled with finding like my own self, in a sense that you could be this nerd, or you could be this like the party guy or the party girl, or you could be this like the bookish kind of girl or dude, and you could be all of these types, but these types are really like, or the creative type, the artist, like the artist or something like that. I have tried all of this, like I have tried all of this stuff, and I really liked being an artistic a creative type of people, a creative type of like individual. I don't really have to, well, I have to struggle with being creative, of course, but in a sense, creativity is something that like flows out of me. I have this like figured out pretty good, so I don't have, it's not like inauthentic. So if you the forever aloneness, your forever aloneness could be related to like your, also do you like you are trying to be something, some type you're not. Like for example, in the geek culture or in the nerd culture, there probably are like a lot of like people who don't really like feel that this is like right, because it's mostly it's about it's outside created culture type of thing. And you know, if you really want to find yourself, you have to like go within. But then there's also the like go within culture, the spiritual culture, that maybe it doesn't feel like your thing, either. So what do you really do at this point? And how do people group in general? Like why do they become groups? Like no, it's evident. They become groups because they are the same age. They go to same schools. They study the same subjects. They like the same movies. They like the same fucking thing that is produced by some outside force. They subscribe to certain ideologies. They are the same gender. They are the different gender. They like, there's something same in them, or they might have some differences in them. Who knows about these things? But I feel that the forever alone type of like people are types who like are so different, or maybe they are so they just don't understand group mechanics. Like when should you for example, in a group, where do the ideas come from? Mostly they don't come from inside the group. If you think about, for example, a group of individuals that are part of some like stupid culture, for example, the like some ideology, the ideas don't come from inside the group. There's no creativity in the group. There's no like creativity in them. They don't have anything to like give, in a sense. They are just like, their focus is somewhere and they just look at the thing together. It's stupid. It's like insane. It's like not living. It's like being, in a sense, it's like being dead. There are so many people like this. And then there are groups that like form their own ideas, and they are like creative groups. So it's kind of hard. There are much more groups that are not creative, and like they are not creative than there are groups that are creative. And then there are these levels of creativity in some groups. There are like There are like some of the things they do, they are not original, but then there's some creativity in them. So you might be forever alone type of also because you are a creative type, or because it might be because you are not creative at all. So it's not really your own choice maybe of being a forever loner, maybe. So here's the video. It wasn't really a story. It was more like an analytical analysis of why I'm the way I am, or why anyone else is the way they are. I just feel that I have really if people are in a group, I have really hard time being in a group setting. It feels kind of odd. I have no place there, and yeah, that's that. Who cares?